vlog. This is the Wanderlost vlog with me, Jesse Manfra. Just time for a little quick update on where we are with the documentary. So again, this is the very first episode that we're doing of this documentary series, and we're focusing on eating locally. It's been a lot of fun getting to work on this first episode. It's also been a huge learning curve for me. And I'm really excited about where it's heading in the future. I think I'm coming a long way on just finding my voice as a documentarian and also as the host of the series and as a writer and figuring out the right format for the series. And it's coming a long way, and I think we're doing a lot of good work. And I can't wait to share it with you when it's done. This past week, we visited a CSA. We visited Linden Tree Farm. That's in Lincoln, Massachusetts. We got to talk to the farmer there named Ari. He had a lot of really interesting things to tell us about. And I kind of want to share with you a couple excerpts from that adventure. It was a lot of fun, and we definitely discovered some really cool things. So yeah, let's go check that out. Guys, so today we are at Linden Tree Farms. They're a CSA located in Lincoln, Massachusetts, and they do some really good stuff. They have so many people. I think it's somewhere around 200 families that actually come and pick up food here. They're a small farm, but they get a lot out of the land that they do have. And we're actually going to talk to some people that are picking up food. We're also going to talk to Ari. He's actually the owner, and he's one of the farmers here at Linden Tree. And he has some pretty cool things to say about small agriculture. So let's go check it out.
This has been a really dry season, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
So it was
didn't rain
challenging.
that much this spring.
May was completely dry, and September was dry, so we're way below average here. Luckily, we do have a good well, and that's helped sustain us here. So I think the winter, all in all, was not bad for farmers, except for, like everybody else, they had to
Just building-wise.
clear their buildings,
Yeah.
and if you had greenhouses to worry
Yeah.
about, it was particularly hard.
They were white houses in the winter.
Yeah,
Squash
I think we get the revenue up front, which is nice.
Yeah.
Because people pay for the CSA at the beginning of the season, so it gives you working capital.
Yeah.
To hire your
In case
crew
anything
because
goes wrong.
but also there's a lot of expenses before you sell anything.
Yeah.
Because you have to hire people, buy seed, buy fertilizer, service equipment, do all that stuff, but before you even have sold the vegetable. So
Yeah.
getting it all up front is very helpful.
Thank you so much for your time.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah. And if you wanted, these two young women here, Katie and Abby, are my crew that's left for this season.
Oh yeah.
And then Charlotte also has a very deep understanding of aspects of that.
Some bees right there. We actually just spoke to the woman that actually keeps these bees here. She's a member of the CSA, and yeah, she just keeps bees. She's super enthusiastic. She thinks the way people handle bees these days actually isn't all that good, and that bee populations are super important to managing crops, and that small agriculture is something everyone should be concerned about. I'm currently kneeling on the ground, but it's for the shot, and that's why we're here. Small agriculture takes some work, and sometimes you have to put in the hard time and work. Right now I'm putting in the hard time and work to share small agriculture with you. But yeah, bees. Really, really cool that they're keeping some bees here, even if it's just a few here in the small farm. That was Linden Tree Farm. We had so much fun getting to go visit them. They were just so nice and they were so welcoming, just allowing us to be on the farm, filming, who are these strange people? Why do they want to see our farm? But it was a lot of fun. We got to learn a lot about what it takes to run a CSA. Um, there's a lot of upfront costs. What I found out is that land that farm is on, they don't actually own. Ari actually leases out that land. It's actually conservation land. There's a hill nearby called Misery Hill, which sounds really foreboding for such a beautiful place, but it's called Misery Hill. And it's just conservation land, and they have to lease it out every year. So they really depend on the farm being a CSA because people pay their yearly subscription or however they do it, and they get that money up front. And that allows them to pay off the lease, and they can operate as a farm for the rest of the year, and I thought that was really, really interesting. So on the next episode of the documentary series, we're going to be taking a look at people that live in tiny houses, and this is a subject that's interested me for a while. I think it would look really funny on screen too, just to see my 6'4" body in a tiny house. I don't even know if I'm going to fit. I'm probably going to have back problems after filming this episode, but I think it would be really, really funny to see me like lying down in someone's bed in their tiny home with like my feet out the window. But yeah, right now we're just in the early stages and we're trying to find a good subject for the series, either just a person or a couple, and why is it they left where they were living, why is it they decided to live in a tiny house, what are the quirks of living in a tiny house, what are the benefits. So yeah, right now we're just looking for a good subject. We're also going to take a look at a group that builds tiny homes for veterans. So they're building tiny homes for people that would otherwise probably be in a shelter or be homeless and not have any place to live. And, at least they can have this tiny house. And maybe it's not the norm, but it's better than nothing. Okay, I'm going to share with you guys a little quirk about myself. I wear my socks out until they're just rags, until they're destroyed. Okay, so we're just going to, okay. This is the sock I'm currently wearing. It's just holes. I got this one too, but these are my favorite socks. They're so cozy. They're so comfortable. I don't want to get rid of them. I love these socks. I've worn them hiking. I've worn them just walking around. I've taken them to the woods many times on camping trips, and they've been with me all over the place. They came with me to Los Angeles when I was out there. I just don't want to get rid of them. I get very sentimental about these things. I have a backpack that I've had since high school that's gone on many camping trips with me. I have old camera equipment that is pretty much broken, but I just can't part with. Am I going to become a pack rat? Am I going to become a hoarder? I don't want that on me. I don't want to have to deal with it. I feel like I'm too young to be a hoarder. I don't want to have to deal with that. But I get very sentimental about these things. I get very emotionally tied to my possessions. I feel like they're representations of myself. And I feel like I'm so much more attached to my physical possessions than my online accounts, like my social media accounts or my Facebook account. That stuff I don't curate at all, but my physical things, oh my God. I like to take care of them. I like to make sure that they're in good condition. I just can't get rid of these things. But I should probably get rid of these socks. I should probably get a new pair. I can afford a new pair of socks. I might be kind of a broke college kid or a broke adult who's recently graduated from college, but I can probably afford a new pair of socks. It's growing up. It's growing up. But, yeah, socks. Yeah. Alright, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the vlog once again. Be sure to stay tuned. Now, I know that last episode, and I'm kicking myself for saying this last episode. Last episode I said that in this episode we were going to go for a run in the woods with my dog Finn. And that was going to be true until I stepped outside today and my hand almost fell off because it was that cold. Winter is upon us in New England. They said winter was coming. Winter has came, and it's not even November yet, and I'm really sad, and it's just really tough because it's so cold and it's not even Halloween. I can't go outside. I'm just gonna sit in here and talk to you guys. It's too cold out there. But anyways, hopefully if it does warm up at some point, we will go for that run, and that will be in a coming episode. But until then, stay tuned. Be sure to follow us on social media by checking out the links in the description below. As always, my name is Jesse Manfra, and thank you guys so much for coming along with me on this ride that is Wanderlost stocks. All right, music up.